Street Beefs, what it is, Face checking in early in the morning. Hey, man, you see it, Ravens Nation. We got Lamar Jackson now. Much love to Joe Flacco. You won us a Super Bowl, but the time is now for Lamar Jackson. This kid is something special. I think he's going to take the Ravens where we want to be. I want to remark on a couple of fights that we watched last night. Namely, the Tyson Fury-Deontay Wilder fight. I had said in our Street Beefs Facebook group that Fury would win this fight. I said that Wilder was used to being the tall man. He was used to having the reach and always relying on that. And that as soon as he didn't have the height and reach, it was going to make it hard for him. Fury came into this fight at 6'9". He's 2 inches taller than Wilder with the same reach. And he showed that he could outbox Wilder. I predicted in the group that Fury would outbox Wilder for a 12-round decision, which is what happened, except Fury got robbed. Yes, Wilder's 2 knockdowns were violent. The second one, I don't know how Fury got up, but he did. And for anybody that says, oh, well, that knockdown, blah, blah, just remember this. Buster Douglas was knocked down very similar by Mike Tyson. He got back up to win the fight by KO. Just because Fury was down does not automatically give Wilder the win. The rest of the fight, I would give Fury probably nine rounds. Maybe 10. There's no way that Wilder won that fight. Period. And I believe if they rematch, Fury will dominate him and there won't be no knockdowns this time. I also believe Anthony Joshua will beat Wilder. I know people don't like that because we want to represent America, and that's cool. But I just like to pick who I think is going to win, and I think Joshua will beat Wilder. Secondly, we seen Mark Hunt fight last night. Mark Hunt is now 13-14 in MMA. Mark's one of my top 3 favorite MMA fighters. Hunt, Robbie Lawler, Rampage Jackson. Love those dudes. Hunt needs to retire, man. He's 44 years old. He's hurting his record now. You know, the guy is a legend. He's, you know, especially in the kickboxing world, but in MMA too. He's a legend. But, you know, everybody's got to hang him up eventually. And I love Mark. I hate to see him, you know, put any more losses on his record in the MMA world. Big day of fights on the 15th. We're going to hold a surprise event for you. Just a couple fights. We'll fill you in on the details here shortly. Then we got another big day, probably after the 1st of January. So, questions, comments, leave them below. Don't forget to join our Facebook group. The link is in our channel description. Questions, comments, leave them below. Let me know what you think about the Wilder Fury fight. See y'all soon. Peace.